Hello everyone, and welcome to another segment of Island Girl Foods TV. Today, I'm all in my chef gear because I just finished recording a segment at CTV Your Morning, which is home to me. Dulce de leche, toasted coconut, and it won't be a pizza without whipped cream.
Oh, Raquel, you just made my day. You made my day. Thank you.
Wonderful being back with the whole team again, cooking from home together with Ben Mulrooney. And today I taught everyone how to use your leftovers and make fabulous, not just fabulous, exceptional thin crust pizzas. I had some leftover jerk chicken in my refrigerator and I totally transformed this pizza. It's one of my favorites, jerk chicken with caramelized onion and pineapple pizza. So, if you guys are ready, hit that subscribe button, like, and please remember to leave me a comment and ring that bell so that you're notified each week as I upload new recipes. If you're going, let's go. For my jerk chicken recipe, please hit the link below. I have about a cup of picked dark meat. This is about a cup of fresh pineapple. I have some parsley for garnishing here. About half a cup of caramelized onions. A cup and a half of mozzarella cheese shredded. And approximately about 2 cups of my famous homemade tomato sauce. You can also click the link below for my tomato sauce recipe. To get started, I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I'll be using a teaspoon of fine sea salt, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I have 1 egg. And then this is about 2/3 cup of lukewarm water with 1 tablespoon of yeast added. I want to demonstrate how simple it is to make pizza dough by hand. Going in with my all-purpose flour. Approximately 1 teaspoon of salt. Olive oil. Egg, I'm just going to start to mix, and now I'll drizzle in my slurry of yeast and water, pouring in as I go along until my dough comes together and forms a ball. I want this dough to be pretty soft and pliable, not too sticky. If it becomes too sticky, then you can solve that by just adding a little more flour. See how my dough is coming together here? Coming together and forming a perfect ball. Now that I'm happy with this, it's time to knead. I'm just going to dust a clean surface with more flour, and I have my ball of dough here, and I'm just going to knead. And you want to knead this about 10 to 12 times approximately until everything comes together and it feels really smooth. Now this pizza dough doesn't need a lot of resting time, and what you can do is just cover with a kitchen towel, leave it on your counter, let it rest for 15 minutes, or you can separate this dough because this makes approximately 4 to 5 pizzas, thin crust pizzas that is, and we're going to roll it out. And then I'll show you the technique of how to get this pizza dough super thin for that sensational cracker thin crust. Okay, the unveiling of our dough. So here we have it. So now that our dough has rised enough, all we have to do is I'm going to just twist off a piece. Okay, about this big. And I'm just going to tuck in the edges. This is how you store your pizza dough. If you were having a pizza party and you wanted to give friends or your family members their own dough to roll out their own pizzas, that's practically the size. And there you have it. It's our second. And as I mentioned, this gave me 5 perfect pizza doughs. And so if you plan to make this at a later date, you'll just cover this with plastic wrap, keep it inside the refrigerator, and it will last for a good 3 to 4 days in the refrigerator. Now, I'll be making my pizza right away, so I'm going to take the first ball and I'm going to dust my surface again with my rolling pin, which I love. This is a heavy marble rolling pin, so really you don't have to work as hard, but just dust it with a little flour in the center. So folks, here you have it. This is how thin I want your pizza dough. If you can't see the surface of your kitchen counter through the dough, it's not thin enough. It needs to be so thin that I feel as if I'm looking at the counter. This is going to allow for the thin cracker crust that I'm talking about. I have an aerated pizza pan here, and this allows for even heating throughout. And also, this medieval looking equipment is called a docker. And I'm just going to roll it once over my pizza dough, which promotes even baking as well. And these are artisanal pizzas, so it doesn't have to be perfectly round. Okay, going over with my homemade tomato sauce. I just add a dollop in the center. And this is a thin crust, so you want to spread it around thinly. You don't want to overweigh it. I love my tomato sauce pretty chunky. And I blend it with an immersion blender, but I love leaving it, you know, with more character. Those nice, ripe, chunky tomatoes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm adding my sauce all around the pizza and leaving approximately about 1 inch to 1.5 inch of border for that sensational cracker. Going in with my shredded mozzarella. You may also use buffalo mozzarella. It's really the best, but shredded mozzarella is what I had in my refrigerator, and this is all about quarantine cooking. And I'm gonna go in with my delicious caramelized onions. I love sweet caramelized onions. There's nothing better. And then I'm going to add my fresh sweet pineapples. Fresh is always best, guys. I find that the canned stuff is just not the same. No comparison. And this is going to create a wonderful balance to my, well, I would say moderate spice jerk chicken. I didn't go too crazy with the chilies on this one. And for the star of the show, for my jerk chicken, this is going to go on after the pizza bakes. And this pizza is only going to take about 4 to 5 minutes at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't want my chicken to dry out. I want it to stay moist, delicious, and succulent. You might want to turn it around in the oven halfway through, just so it's beautifully crusted, evenly baked. So here we have it, folks. This wonderful spice with sweet, savory, exceptional thin crust pizza. All right. So I'm the type of girl that just eat a pizza with my hands instead of a fork and knife. Going in. This crust is everything. And the combination of the jerk chicken with the pineapples and caramelized onion is everything else. Remember to hit the link because you can also come up with your very own creations by using leftovers in your refrigerator. So until next time, this is your island girl saying, when it comes to Caribbean cooking, nobody does it better. I'll see you guys next time.